Alright, hello everyone, long time no talk. How are you doing? Tell me in the comment section below. It has been forever. I don't know how long. I think it's probably been about 2 weeks now, and that's not very good at all. I haven't really posted anything to YouTube. I haven't posted anything to Twitter or Facebook. You literally haven't really heard anything from me for a while now, and I wanted to put out this Christmas update. It's not really Christmassy, but I wanted to put out this kind of video just so you know that I'm not dead, I'm alive, I'm well, and I'm just doing things. So I'm going to talk about what I'm doing right now, and also what's happening and all the rest of it. And I make these videos so often, but it's because I can never make my mind up. But anyway, so what is happening right now? Well, I'm going to drop a bit of a bombshell on the video right now, being that a lot of things are changing. The content that's going up is changing quite a lot, and it's changing based on what I am doing. It's changing based on my interests, and I've kind of been looking at exactly what I enjoy doing, what I'm interested in, what I like, because a lot of it, my last video, I believe, was gaming kinda sucks right now, or something along those lines, and I still have that view. I still think that it definitely is in a pretty dry period right now, and it's not very good. And honestly, I wasn't really playing video games for enjoyment or recreation. I was generally just doing it because I thought, hey, I do YouTube, and YouTube is video games, and I will do video games because of that. And that's not really how this whole thing works, and YouTube isn't all about that. It's about, you know, it's in the name, YouTube. So I've been looking at exactly what I enjoy doing and what is interesting to me, what's important to me, everything. You can kind of get it. So I've realized that I do enjoy video games, but I don't enjoy the crap ones, or at least the ones that I find crap. And at the moment, a lot of video games are disappointing me. Watch Dogs 2, I bought that. It seemed pretty good. I actually got fairly far into it. However, I'm just not really bothered about it. It's nothing groundbreaking. The only games that I'm looking forward to right now is The Last of Us Part 2 and Uncharted, and possibly kind of Horizon New Dawn, I think it's called. So we'll see how that goes, but at the moment, gaming isn't really a huge thing for me, and I've realized that, you know, if it's not a huge thing for me, if it's not something that I want to go home and do all the bloody time, then it's not possibly the right thing for me. And if it's not the right thing for me, then I shouldn't really be forcing myself into it, because that will just come out as forced content, and I'm never going to do forced content, because that's not what this is all about. So but what am I interested in? What have I been looking at? Well, I've been looking at a few things. I've been looking at, you know, inside myself, you know, what's interesting to me, and I've realized that a few things are interesting to me, and it's more about lifestyle, I think. It's more about kind of understanding things about, you know, I've been watching a lot of documentaries recently. I've been very interested in what's going on in the world. I'm also very interested in learning about new kind of conspiracy. I don't really know if you'd call it conspiracy theories, but, you know, I'm interested in seeing, you know, what is going on in the world, and what there is in the world, rather than just what there is being developed by a video game publisher. So I've been looking at that, and I'm quite interested in posting content about that. So I suppose this is the right time to tell you that the Zakky Show, and this is why I called it the Zakky Show, the Zakky Show is no longer going to be gaming news. It will have possibly some gaming in it, but it's not strictly gaming news, and I'm going to have to change a few things. I have changed the branding around quite a bit already, so there's not really any gaming elements in there. I will still be playing games on the channel, but they're not only going to be because they're big games. They're generally probably going to be big games, but also they're going to be more kind of relaxing things, and not Call of Duty or whatever it may be. So, you know, things with really great storylines, stuff like that, things that kind of, you know, we can immerse ourselves in. So all those sorts of things, that's those are things I'll be covering. But as for kind of the main content that goes on this channel, well, for one, I am very, pretty damn certain that I want to be doing news. Now, news doesn't mean I want to be talking about everything that goes on to, I don't know, ABC and CNN, Fox, all of the bigger news corporations. I'm not going to be doing that. That's not what I'm saying. And in fact, the big things for those news networks is that they are the first on the scene for everything. We're not going to be the first on the scene for everything. Rather, I want to capture a new light on news, because a lot of people don't trust the news, for one, and two, a lot of people don't want to look at the news because it's generally very depressing, and that's a shame for me, because it is depressing, a lot of the news that we are exposed to, but there's also a lot of great happening in the world, and I want to expose that as well. So the news that we're going to be covering is going to be more kind of uplifting, more kind of understanding of, the good things that are happening in the world. I'm not being ignorant towards the shit things that are happening. I'm very aware that shit is happening in the world. I'm very, aware of that. Do I want to only focus on that though? No. So what I am saying is that the Zakky show is more actually going to be a lot of, it might have a mixture of bad and good news, but there is going to be more good news than you will see from your regular kind of news provider. Not only that, but I also want to talk about things that isn't exactly news, but things that I found interesting, and that is where this could really kind of not work. Okay, so I'm taking quite a large leap here, and that is also part of the reason I haven't made this video for a while, is because I'm slightly worried about where it could go. But at the same time, I've realized, if I don't start now, then when am I going to start? How do I find out whether or not this is right? So I'll just get into it right now. Another thing that I'm really interested in is making videos about, I wouldn't say religion as such, but partially religion, partially, I'm not Muslim or Christian, I'm a Buddhist / Hindu, but I want to be talking about, not, again, I wouldn't say, I'm not going to be a religious figure by any means, shape or form, or, I will be talking about religion strictly, but instead, I might talk about different concepts, so whether it's, a concept within any religion. It could be Christianity, it could be Islam, it could be Jainism, it could be Hinduism, it could be Buddhism, any kind of thing that I think is really interesting and I think could be talked about and I think that you would be interested in. That's also stuff that I'll be doing. Basically, it's not going to be gaming. There's going to be some gaming where I think that it's useful, where I think that it's good, where I think it's an experience, because really for me, what I'm realizing is that rather than, pressing buttons, which I do all day anyway, but pressing buttons in a virtual environment, that can be great, but at the moment there's not a lot of new stuff coming. It's all the same stuff, and for me, I want to play video games for an experience, an immersive experience in a virtual world. That stuff is really cool to me, but rather than that, right now it seems that most of it is milking people for their money so that they can play practically the same game every single time, because Call of Duty, Battlefield, Halo, Counter-Strike, they're all good for certain things. They are amazing for what they do. But for me, I play games for an experience, and they give the experience not so much of immersing yourself in a different reality, but it's more of a competitive experience, I think. It's more of basically a sports experience, an esports experience. And I'm not interested in that, really. I'm interested in immersing myself in other experiences. I also have a bit of a different format for how this will work. For one thing, I want to really take more advantage of being able to edit, because right now it doesn't really feel like I am. I am able to edit decently. I know how to use After Effects and all the rest of it, which means basically that there won't be as many videos, but the videos that do go up will be pretty cool. Hopefully I'll be able to add some really nice motion graphics in and make things a lot more engaging and interesting. So it's going to be more quality over quantity, I think. The Zakky show will actually be keeping its, or I expect it will be keeping its format, because honestly this is the reason that I made the Zakky show rather than the Gaming Weekly show, is because I actually knew while I was making the Zakky show, while I was, designing it, that, things are going to change. Things do change, and my interests might change, and the one constant thing is my name, for example. That's the one constant thing. But interests are not going to be constant. So trying to kind of keep the name flexible around different sorts of genres, that's what I was going for, and that's basically what I came up with. So now the Zakky Show can either be it could be it could be like a gaming show, or it can be a news type of thing, and that's what I'm interested in. If you're interested in gaming, what I would say is, because I am interested in gaming, I'm also interested in business, and there is gaming and business do actually work quite well together. What I would say, if you're interested in gaming still, I'm not giving up on gaming. I don't really play it as much, but I am very interested in the industry. I'm interested in how it evolves. I'm interested in the business side of gaming as well. So I will be doing some stuff with gaming, just not on this channel. And I think the best way for you to be aware of what is happening on that end is if you follow me on Twitter or on Snapchat, Facebook, or whatever it might be. I think that's probably your best bet. Either that, or you can completely unsubscribe from everything, but you'll find out about my gaming ventures later on, because I'm talking a while down the line now. I don't even know where the gaming industry will be as far as media is concerned, online media. I don't know what will be, because it keeps changing every friggin' month. So, everything does change. We'll see how that goes, but I do have some kind of ideas for how things could work in gaming. I'm still interested in being part of the community. Just right now, I'm trying to make the best. I'm trying to come up with the best opportunities that I can, and a lot of that right now is not gaming, basically. So I'm going to start uploading again soon, probably around the new year. I have quite a few things to do. One thing that I am actually pretty adamant about. So I was going to be actually uploading the Zakky Show news edition type of thing tomorrow, or today actually, for you. And I actually had all the notes for it. I had a few different news stories which I can talk about in a bit if you're interested. But another thing that I wanted to take into account is that at the moment, the reason that I didn't record that and instead I came out with this long ass friggin' video is because right now today I think was my first day of work. Yeah, it was my first day of work, for Christmas and all the rest of it. I go back, I believe, the 3rd of January. I am absolutely really tired, and I want to kind of build up I don't want to say my health, because I'm not ill, but I want to build myself back up again. I want to kind of eat properly, get back into the groove of kind of being healthy again. And right now I'm going on I'm eating certain foods to try to get back on that thing. Getting my sleep again, switching off a bit, because I've been doing quite a bit with both online stuff and also with my 9-to-5 stuff, both of which I am absolutely loving, but they take up a lot of time, a lot of energy. So at the moment I am extremely tired, and that's why I was going to make the video, but I just thought, it's way too late. It's not even that late, it's friggin' 6 o'clock, but I want to go to sleep. So but I gotta edit this video. So I also want to build myself up before we go on with this, because there's a lot to do, a lot of amazing stuff to do, which I really, really believe in. It's not stuff that I've been pushing myself into thinking, because I've been pushing myself into gaming, because I've been doing it for so long. It's something I feel safe in, but I've realized that gaming isn't the thing that I'm most passionate about anymore, and I have other passions which I need to pursue if I want anything to get done with them. No one's going to do that for me, so I'm going to have to push that. I was just scared to do that, but now I've realized, yeah, I can't be scared, or at least I gotta push past the fear. So, just to give you a quick kind of thing about a good few things that have happened, just so that I don't waste the topics that I've researched. India has planted 50 million trees recently in one day, which is pretty damn amazing, because I believe Pakistan was the record before that with 850,000 trees. 50 million trees is now the new time, with 800,000 volunteers, so that's pretty cool. Also, an autistic girl who was 10 years old. This wasn't actually planned. I was just I have the articles in front of me, so I'm just telling you what happened. There's a 10-year-old girl with autism who has an absolutely amazing voice. I think she got around 3 million views with her video performing at a school play, singing Hallelujah. It was absolutely incredible. Apparently it helps her with her confidence, which is really, really good. I'm really happy for her. That's awesome. And finally, France has opened its first ever, or the world's first, I believe, ever road, kind of solar power road thing. So basically this thing spans for 1 kilometer, I believe. Yeah, I'm just checking now. 1 kilometer, and also it should hopefully be able to power a whole village of how many people? I can't remember how many people, but a few thousand. So pretty good stuff going on at the moment. But anyway, that is pretty much it. To be honest with you, I can't tell you everything that's going to be going on right now. All I suggest is that if you're interested in the journey, I suggest that you stay subscribed, that you stay watching the videos, and also turn on notifications, because that is something that I'm supposing with YouTube I should probably tell you, because otherwise you might not get videos from me if you're subscribed to me. So do that. Tell me what you think. You know, if you feel like you want to unsubscribe because you were here for gaming, I understand completely, because I'm not giving you what you want, and I'm also considering maybe building a new channel or going on to an old channel. But I'm just considering everything, and I've been considering for a while now, but I've realized that I haven't kept you updated. I haven't been transparent about my, contemplations and what I've been doing and what I've been thinking. So I'll let you know, but that's pretty much it. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day, everyone. If it's not a great day, make it a great day, smile, all that good stuff, and I will see you all in the next video. Hello world, how are we all doing today? Zakky here, and welcome back to another video. What happened to the Zakky show? Oh dear me, what happened? Okay, so let's talk about stuff. Alright, so the Zakky show hasn't ended or anything like that, and this isn't really a...